Hi guys, welcome back to season 2 of your real money stories. I'm so excited for us to be recording again and in person.
I feel
Missed
like
you
it's been a
guys.
while, wasn't it?
Mm.
A bit
Okay,
nervous.
so just for you guys to put, a name to a face, and obviously you know who's who. I'm Ashley, so I'm a pharmacist. I love food. Obviously, I love money.
My name is Eve. They used to call me the landlady, but now I'm like the new mummy instead.
Oh, yummy, mummy.
Yeah.
And I'm Nicholas. I like to refer to myself as ex-banker, strategy consultant. I know quite a bit about money because I do it in my day job as well for the government. And I guess new to be father, I guess.
Need to be father.
No, I'm a father now. Sorry. So yeah, like in today's episode, I think across money metrics, I think the stuff that gets the most attention is money and relationships.
Yeah.
So from like how you guys go about sharing bills,
Yeah.
how you go about talking about it. I think every couple is different. There's no one size fits all. Different generations are very different as to I know some people are not here for the struggle love like we hear from some people.
Yeah, so today, of course, we have our anonymous guest. Today I'll be calling her Sarah. Of course, that is not her real
Like
name.
your ex-partner, how exactly did you guys meet?
Oh, at school.
Okay. And what drew you to him? What attracted you to him?
He was the most handsome boy in school. I'll give him that.
When did you guys get married? Decide to make it official? How did that
We
pathway
actually
kind of
didn't.
go?
We didn't get married. We moved in together. And then I got pregnant, and
Okay.
that's when things really changed. I think that's probably when I grew up and actually had to think about the future properly. And despite the fact that it was not a surprise to him, he didn't quite seem to be ready to grow up.
So when did it become clear that you were both financially incompatible? Was it something you always knew, or was it building up over
No,
time?
it wasn't something we knew. And by the time our daughter was a year and a half, we'd separated for a different reason. It wasn't financial reasons that we separated. And then it became even more apparent that he had a very different approach to finances then, as we still tried to navigate being a parent of a child while we were separated.
But were there any like vivid memories that came out in terms of how he would spend his money that would make you just question his money management skills?
What upset me when I realised what he was doing, when he was paid weekly and he worked in a factory, and what would happen is that every week he would have his, say, like your lottery ticket, you used to have a football pools coupon then, so he would pay all of those things off, pay into his work savings fund for the night out and things like that. So it ended up, by the time he'd paid all his fun money stuff, say that was £40 a week, and then he would split what was left after that. And when I realised that, I was very upset by that.
Apart from the way he split the money, was there anything odd or weird he did financially as well?
No.
Okay. And then after after you guys separated, did his bad financial management continue? What happened?
I don't think his bad financial management continued. His bad manners continued. And he did not play fair with child maintenance. So that was something that, in hindsight, I was very glad that I could earn enough that I didn't rely on his child maintenance to provide for me and my daughter, because he refused to pay it for a long time. And then I had to take him to court to make him pay it. And even then, he deliberately reduced his wage in order to make sure he didn't pay a decent amount.
Wow, that's really malicious.
Yeah, it was a good escape.
How did that make you feel?
I was very disappointed, and I felt quite foolish actually that, when you're very young and you're blinded by love, you don't actually think about those things. So it's definitely something that when I met my husband now, I definitely had a different outlook to what I would want in a partner.
Okay, that's interesting.
So talking about your husband now, so how did you guys actually meet?
This is a lovely story. I don't know if there used to be a website called Bebo before Facebook.
I remember
yeah,
being there.
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put on a very particular list of what I would like in a man, and I listed all these physical attributes that I would like: to be over 6 foot tall, blue eyes, rugby player size, and then I also said that I wished them to earn enough to keep me in a manner that I wished to become accustomed to.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow, that's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And he ticked all of those boxes, so I was very glad.
That's really interesting that you put it out there. So you were actually actively looking for someone that would be able to look after you, in a sense.
Yeah, I'd been on my own for 10 years, and what I had decided was that anybody that was coming into my life, at the very least, could not take from it, but at the most, I would like them to add value to it.
That. I like that a lot.
I really
I
like
hope everyone's taking note of that.
But how's your life? Well, how did your lifestyle change? Because you did have
massively, massively, absolutely massively. Because I'm very fortunate that my husband has a very, very good job, and that job has taken me around the world.
Like, I feel like I need to live through you. Give me some examples of the lifestyle that you live at the moment.
So, my husband works in oil and gas, so that means that he gets to take jobs in lots of different countries. Okay. So I'm fortunate that I got to go and experience beautiful places like Jakarta, Bali, Israel, and then we lived in Malaysia for almost 8 years.
Malaysia's beautiful.
And that meant we got to have a very hedonistic lifestyle of, if we wanted to go to Singapore for the weekend, we went. If we wanted to go to Thailand, we went. So it was lovely.
For the weekend, I know. Like,
I'm going to Costco on the weekends. That's what I do.
The one major discussion we had was when we got married, and his family had advised that we sign a prenup.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I think the only question I have to ask is, after this podcast, there's two of you guys, and I guess my question is, as a guy looking into the relationship, I do feel sometimes there's we're in a society whereby it sets very high standards in terms of what's expected of a man. What's your thought as do you think it's important for a man to have their financial house in order before pursuing a relationship, or do you think that can come with the relationship? Come with the relationship?
Well, I think it can definitely come with the relationship. I think as long as you've got your eye on what you want, if you both know that you want to work towards it, you can meet somebody.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, did that answer your question? Well, it's too late. You're married now. So.
Do you think it is okay to have wealth in your criteria for a romantic partner?
It depends on how you define wealth.
Okay.
If you asked me this question about 5 years ago, I would have just been like, yeah, you don't need money to be in love. It's all about love, 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 love. And as I've grown up, I've realised, love is important, but there's so many other things that are equally as important. And unfortunately, in the world that we live in, money is one of those things. As in, you literally cannot enjoy your life. I'm sorry, it's true, but you literally can't enjoy your life properly if you don't have a decent amount of money.
My mum said this to me, the reason why things didn't work out in a previous relationship, and she said to me that, Nicholas, I know you, and the reason, one of the things that's going through your mind is that you're going to be thinking in your head that, all the bills and paying for everything is going to be in your head, and I know that's not what you're going into.
Wealth comes with time. However, I think financial stability for me is a non-negotiable. When looking for a partner.
How would you define financial stability then?
Well, how old am I? 28. Okay, now at my age now, I think financial stability right now would be probably good saving habits, good spending habits, concrete financial goals, preferably on the property ladder.
Is there a minimum salary?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, preferably for me, it would be minimum salary. More than me.
Well, you can be honest.
6 figures would be nice. That would be nice. But obviously, we don't know. But
is that your minimum, 6 figures?
Oh no,
what's your absolute minimum?
Minimum, probably 60, 70, probably, yeah.
But he needs to be on the property ladder already.
Preferably, but if he's not on the listen, wait, because they're gonna be saying that I'm the crazy one I've ever. Let me finish. If he's not on the property ladder, there has to be good reason.